Last year, we ran an SEO campaign for Connect Management, the UK's biggest influencer marketing talent agency, that brought in nearly £1 million worth of revenue from 131 deals and got named runners-up at the UK Digital Excellence Awards. Before we came in, their site was barely showing up for any non-branded searches, so growth was almost entirely dependent on referrals. In this video, I want to show you through the exact strategy we used to achieve all of this, so you can copy the same approach in your own business and start generating pipeline and revenue from organic search. Let's get into it. Before I get into the strategy itself, a quick bit of context on Connect Management. Connect is the UK's biggest influencer marketing talent agency. They're based in London with around 50 employees. They came to us already having a strong referral pipeline, but the site was barely showing up for any non-branded searches, so growth was almost entirely dependent on inbound referrals and brand searches. So the first part of the strategy was rebuilding the site's architecture around commercial intent, because the old site wasn't structured in a way that Google could rank them for the terms that we wanted them to win. The very first move was building a keyword sitemap that mapped every commercial keyword on the site to the right page, organized around two clear pillars: agency and management. Agency covers everything to do with brands running influencer marketing campaigns, organized by industry, with keywords such as influencer marketing agency, TikTok influencer marketing agency, beauty influencer marketing agency, and sports influencer marketing agency. Management covers everything to do with signing and representing the influencers themselves, again organized by industry, with keywords like influencer talent agency, TikTok talent agency, comedy talent agency, and entertainment influencer agency. Splitting the site this way gave each pillar its own set of keywords to rank for, instead of having pages on both sides competing for the same ones. Next was rewriting the metadata on every priority page, so it targeted commercial intent and improved click-through rate. The titles and descriptions on the old site were generic, so even when a page was ranking, people weren't actually clicking through to it. So what we did was we rewrote every priority page's title and description to specifically target higher-value commercial keywords. So when rankings improved, click-through rate would follow. That meant a higher percentage of every impression we earned actually turned into a visit, which doubled the value of every ranking improvement we made. Now, the final foundation step was running detailed pre- and post-migration audits, because the whole strategy was being built around part of a site migration. Migrations are where you can lose up to 70% of your organic traffic if the technical SEO isn't done properly. So this was the highest risk part of the whole campaign. Before launch, we validated every redirect, checked the internal linking, fixed indexation issues, and went through on-page signals on every priority page. After launch, we ran the same audit again to make sure that nothing got missed, and the site grew immediately after migration instead of losing visibility. All of this foundation work doubled Connect's keyword visibility in the first year after migration. Our original goal during migration was just to retain the 19% visibility score they had pre-launch. Instead, visibility grew to 39%, and the site is now ranking #1 for the searches that actually bring in customers, such as influencer management and influencer talent agency London. The hardest keyword in the whole industry to rank for, which is influencer marketing agency, moved up 44 positions to page 1 thanks to the way that we had split the site into two pillars. The second part of the strategy was we built a content calendar built around actual buyer pain points instead of just search volume. Most SEO content gets planned by exporting a high volume list of keywords and then sorting them by difficulty and then writing articles based on the top of that list. The problem with that approach is the traffic that you bring isn't actually looking to buy your service. So people read the article and then leave without ever turning into a lead. So what we did instead was map out the actual questions Connect's two main audiences were asking, then built a content calendar around answering them. The two audiences were brands trying to figure out influencer marketing and the influencers trying to figure out how to grow their own careers. For the brands, we wrote articles on topics such as TikTok demographics, what Gen Alpha wants from creators, and the rise of AI influencers. For the influencers, we wrote articles on topics such as how to plan YouTube content, the best time to post for maximum reach, and Instagram demographics. Every article then linked directly through to a specific commercial landing page, so the people coming to read the articles had a clear next step on becoming a customer. For example, the TikTok demographics article linked through to the TikTok influencer marketing agency service page, and the Gen Alpha article linked through to the talent representation pages for relevant industries. So once someone was reading an article, they had a clear path to book a strategy session, rather than just landing on the blog, reading it, and then leaving. The result of pairing the content calendar and the new site architecture together was a large increase in traffic from year 1 to year 2. Organic clicks went from 5,190 in year 1 to 9,090 in year 2. Impressions grew from 208,000 to 633,000 over the same period. Organic search now drives 50% of every click that Connect get through Google, which shows the strategy built up enough authority for them to compete for the top tier space. By the way, if you're not happy with the amount of pipeline that your SEO is bringing in and you want to see how you could potentially get similar results for you like we did for Connect Management, click the first link in the description to book a free discovery call. Anyway, let's keep going. The third part of the strategy was the conversion work, because traffic on its own doesn't bring in customers. You can rank for everything and bring in plenty of traffic, but if none of it turns into inquiries, you're not making any money from it. Connect already had a book a strategy session call to action on the site. So the goal was to make the call to action the obvious next step on every page someone landed on. So the first thing we did was a full CRO audit on that user journey leading into the CTA. The single biggest change out of the CRO audit was adding a book a strategy session CTA into the sticky header across the whole agency section of the site. Before, the call to action appeared in only a few specific areas. So as soon as someone scrolled past, like a service page or a landing page, the CTA disappeared. What we did was make the call to action visually distinct in the sticky header. So as a user scrolled throughout the whole service pages, case studies or industry pages, it stayed visible the entire time. That removed the friction of having to scroll back or navigate away to take action, which directly drove up the conversion rate. The next part of the conversion work was the FAQ schema and stronger structured data across the site. Schema is the structured code on a page that tells search engines exactly what content is. So elements such as reviews or FAQs and prices can show up directly in the search results. What we did was add FAQ schema to every commercial agency page. So the page took up more visual space in Google and answered common buyer questions directly inside the search results. That meant more clicks on the same ranking and warmer clicks too, because the FAQ snippet often pre-qualifies the visitor before they even land on the site. The last part of the conversion work was redesigning the blog itself, so people reading articles had a clear path to booking a strategy session. Before, the Connect blog was a standard blog template, so a visitor would read an article, hit the button, and either leave or click through to another article. So we rebuilt the blog layout to put in a specific strategy session CTA directly underneath the article intro, so the CTA was more visible the moment someone started reading. The CTA also stays in the sidebar throughout the whole page, so people can click to book a strategy session at any point while reading the article. Together, all of this conversion work doubled the number of conversions on the site year on year. Conversions went from 1,275 in year 1 to 2,518 in year 2, so almost exactly double. That's the same traffic figure converted a moment ago, but with each visit now far more likely to turn into someone actually booking a call. So the total impact was the SEO work bringing in more traffic and the conversion work turning a more higher percentage of traffic into actual leads. Now, the last part of the strategy was tying the SEO data back to the actual revenue inside the CRM. And this is the part that actually got the campaign recognised at the UK Digital Excellence Awards. In most B2B businesses, SEO drives the visit becomes a lead, and the lead turns into a meeting. The meeting turns into pipeline, and somewhere along the way, the connection back to the organic gets lost. That's when the rest of the business usually stops taking SEO seriously, because it gets judged on rankings and traffic instead of revenue it's actually bringing in. For Connect, the most important part of the campaign wasn't just growing visibility after the migration, it was making sure the impact of SEO could be tracked all the way back through to revenue. So what we did was join up SEO data and commercial pipeline through HubSpot. Every CTA on the site, including book a strategy sessions, was connected to HubSpot. So every new lead got tracked inside the CRM from the moment they filled out a form. From there, every deal that came from an SEO visit kept the label all the way through to closing. And once that tracking was in place, Connect could see for the first time exactly how many deals and how much revenue SEO was actually driving. In year 2, SEO influenced 131 deals for Connect Management. Those 131 deals generated nearly £925,000 of revenue tracked in HubSpot from organic search alone. And that's why this campaign was named as a runner-up at the UK Digital Excellence Awards, because most B2B SEO campaigns never generate that kind of revenue. But the biggest lesson for any brand that's watching is that SEO usually does more for your pipeline than it gets credit credit for. If you only judge SEO on rankings and traffic, you'll keep underinvesting in a channel that's already doing more for your sales funnel than reports show. So instead, connect your CTAs into your CRM, tag every lead with its original traffic source, and get SEO showing up in deals and revenue reports the same way paid ads do. That's how you get the rest of the business to take SEO seriously, because they can finally see what is actually contributing. Now, if you want this kind of SEO campaign for your own B2B business, click the first link in the description to book a free discovery call with us at Ink Digital. We handle the SEO strategy, technical SEO, conversion work, and CRM tracking, so the revenue your campaign drives shows up in the same way it did for Connect. On the call, we'll look at where your site is today and put together a 90-day clear plan on what to fix first. So again, click the first link in the description to book your free call. And if you want to see how we help restaurants rank #1 for Google and in AI search, check out this video next.